A pretrial conference will be scheduled, an initial pretrial conference on January the 19th at 8:30. Wish to address bond. People have a position on bond?
Your Honor, being mindful of the intense publicity of this case and the challenges faced by the criminal justice system due to this ongoing pandemic, we ask that you set reasonable bond in accordance with MCR 6.106. At the very least, we're asking that the defendant be ordered to appear at all court dates, not leave the state without permission of the court, and not commit any crime while released. And additionally, Your Honor, we ask that he have no contact with other defendants charged in this case that can place their names on the record, as well as surrender his passport. That's the people's position on bond.
Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Before you today is Mr. Howard Croft. He's 55 years old, born and raised in the city of Flint, to a father who worked for General Motors for 50 years, a mother who was a homemaker. For the vast majority of his life, he has lived in the city of Flint, including during all of the times that are set forth in the indictment in this matter. He went to Pierce Elementary, Whittier Junior High, and he graduated from Flint Central High School, where he played baseball for all 4 years there. He also attended Mott Community College and Eastern Michigan University before he entered into the United States Army, from which he was honorably discharged in 1987. Your Honor, Mr. Croft's first job was at the McDonald's right in Flint here. He worked for General Motors for a number of years in town before being bought out. He then went and worked in the solar industry for a short period of time before being contacted by the emergency manager, Mike Brown, to come to the city where he thought that he could enact change and do the best he possibly could for himself and his fellow citizens of Flint. Right now, he's currently employed full-time. He's recently been promoted to the title of maintenance manager at a large manufacturing plant in Warren, Michigan. He has been married to his wife, Beth Cross, since 1990. Right now, they currently live in Grand Blanc. No plans to move out of the county at any time. He has 5 children, extremely deep ties to this community, Your Honor. There's no history of substance abuse or addiction. There's no character or reputation for dangerousness. There's no facts indicating that Mr. Croft currently poses a danger to the public. Previously, he had been charged by the former Office of Special Counsel for similar acts, allegedly, in December of 2016. He was on bond in that case in front of Judge Perry for approximately 911 days until those charges were dismissed. He appeared at every court date. He did not fail to appear for anything. He never attempted to flee. No bond violations during those approximately 2.5 years previously on bond. These are misdemeanors. I believe that goes to the severity of the offense under 6.106. And certainly the probability of conviction, I believe, in this matter is low, Your Honor, as contemplated under 106 F sub E. We also have ongoing civil litigation that Mr. Croft is a defendant in. That is at times been pending in the Genesee County Circuit Court, the Eastern District of Michigan Federal Court, the Western District of Michigan Federal Courts, the Michigan Court of Claims, the Michigan Court of Appeals, the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, and the Supreme Court of the United States. Mr. Croft has never failed to appear for any hearing that he was required to attend in those matters, and in fact, he sat for a 3-day deposition during those proceedings. He has been in contact with me constantly. He is a longtime resident of the city of Flint, Your Honor, and I don't believe he poses any flight risk. A personal recognizance bond would be appropriate in this matter. Thank you.
All right. As much as it's a misdemeanor charge, 2 misdemeanor charges, I don't want to seriousness of that, but they are misdemeanors, and reality is reality. I'm going to set 2 bonds of $10,000 personal bond on each count with the usual standard conditions that needs to appear for any hearing as directed by this court or any other subsequent court, to be abided by any terms going forward that are set by this court or any other. Did he not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court? Obviously, that he not commit any crime while released. and that he immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number. I'm not going to have him surrender his passport, and I'm not going to prohibit him from having discussions with any other defendant in the case that may or may not end up being assist him in his own defense. So that's it, $10,000 personal bonds. January 19th at 8:30, Judge Crawford is the assigned judge. He is located on the north side of this building. I'm on the first floor of the McCree building. He's right up there, but I think this is all going to be done by Zoom here, at least initially. Any questions from either party?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Yep, have a nice day.
We're still on YouTube properly, but we're good to go. Oh, Your Honor, can you still hear me?
Sir.
I have an
Yes, I
executed
can.
advice of rights. I have an executed advice of rights. Can I just give that to the deputies here?
Yeah, they'll fax it over to
They'll
you,
email it to us.
or email it.
Yeah, they email everything to us, that'll be fine.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Having a good day.
Thank
You as well.
Thank you.
Okay, Howard Croft.